Oh, I was telling you to do it.
Okay, I got you. And yeah, I can do the recap. Yeah, okay, I got everything. I got everything I wanted to get done, map wise. Sorry about that. So, last time on Strength of Thousands, you guys, the PCs, of course, finished exploring Karadulawa's research building. You were ambushed by a bunch of snake people because you apparently love snakes. But were able to brutally murder all of them as you do. I'm sorry, you did save one, and that one is currently in Aether's room again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have not interrogated him, to my knowledge. Yes. Yes. No, you have not. You managed to get to the main room, sort of looked into the past, saw Karai grab all of her research equipment, as well as various notes. You also saw her return a number of hours later, flanked by two other, um, well, coil spy or snake people. Coil spies are what they're called technically. Two other serpent folk, the same serpent folk that you killed. But you've seen no other whereabouts of Karide. You've kind of left her research building, and alongside Takulu, returned to campus. You guys don't know where she is. Takulu said he's looking into where she could possibly be as well. You know, general scrying attempts have failed. Um, Even using divination magic in more roundabout ways has not worked. It seems like you're gonna have to find her the good old-fashioned way. And after kind of getting back to campus, you just decided to take care of some general, random agina, we'll say. Talking to people. I believe Aether received an actual quest. Although I don't think he's gotten the details, he just knows to come back and talk to them. The female black dwarven blacksmith who is going to be reworking your weapons. And that was the majority of stuff I remembered. I think Cinnabar and Antonio were working on. You guys ripped apart a door and brought it back with you to do research on it and to try and imbue some of the magic from the door into an item. And then I believe Blank spent some time figuring out that she could cheat at just about any class as long as she knows where it is, which is pretty easy to find out. So we kind of cut to you guys are. I'm assuming you guys are sort of in the background looking for Karide or any signs of her. Um, at the moment, you're not really finding. This first month, we're gonna say you don't really find anything. But it is now time for you to have a month of downtime. As for before, you can spend that downtime doing a variety of things. Every month of downtime is basically one downtime activity of significant note. Crafting doesn't count. Crafting can just be done. You don't have to spend a downtime action doing that. But you can spend a downtime action um, researching something privately that you just want to like work on. You can spend a downtime action talking, getting closer to any of your classmates or teachers, or taking elective classes. And of course, you have to spend a downtime action to properly study at the school. Um, None of you have, how should I say? I think none of you have fallen so far behind in grades that it is a concern. But you do know that if you don't ever study for school, it will eventually catch up to you. That is the only thing I will say. You have a downtime action now. We'll just go. We'll actually go top down. We'll start with Lance. What are you doing, buddy?
I'm gonna do the elective class that I mentioned before.
Okay. All right. So movement and so the one that you want is in the elective class at the bottom. Movement and other spatial phenomenon.
Sounds good.
Okay, you're taking that class. Let me write that down. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Uh, just writing it down for me to remember for next session because I do want to remember what I have to talk to you guys about. All right, I think next is Blank. What are you doing for this downtime action?
Since I'll go with the magical espionage elective.
Okay. Do. Okay, just pretty sure I spelled espionage incorrectly, but that's fine. All right, cool. That is the elective you're taking. We'll do rolls and stuff at the start of next session. As a reminder, Cinnabar, what are you doing for this downtime action?
I think I'm gonna do the regular class stuff,
Okay.
like
Um,
grant
So-
class, study class.
So you guys, I think, established that because of Cinnabar, you don't ever have to. You never take any negatives for cramming.
Yes.
Looks like you do 2 at once.
Yeah, which lets you level up twice instead of 1 at a time. You can level up 2 at a time. So
But the checks are higher.
yes, the checks are a little bit higher. Hold on. Making sure I got everything. Okay. Cinnabar, your branch is, if I'm not mistaken, Rain Scribe. So go ahead and tell me what you are, or go ahead and make me a heal check, knowledge nature check, or survival check. Whichever one you want. I'll tell you the DC. Yeah, you got it. DC is not that high at these lower ranks, so that is definitely a pass. I think I have all of your levels in different branches listed somewhere. Yes, I do. Okay, Blank, you should be 5?
I think so. Yeah, I was doing it every. We did it the first one, and then I was doing it every 2.
Yeah. I'm gonna pin this for myself as well, so I don't forget to do that. Okay. Cinnabar, I think that pushes you up to 5 because you were at 4.
I'm double checking. Yes.
So, level 5 is not super interesting. Essentially, you get a +1 to deception, diplomacy, intimidation, and performance checks when interacting with branch members. Kind of a boring one, honestly. The other levels are pretty fun, but this one is not. So again, I'll just write it down for you. Or better yet, copy paste it. If you can call that branch influence. It technically scales as you get higher in the branch, but next level you actually do get a pretty good branch upgrade. Huh, okay. That's cool. Yeah. Otherwise, you're good. I think that's everything. Quick things before you guys tell me what you're interested in, what you're doing. Destiny actually comes up to you guys. Aether, remember last session that I told you that something was going on with your collective?
Yeah.
So you ate the little shadow crystal thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it sort of just melded with you. You didn't feel like you digested it. And this is the same for everybody. Everyone felt they ate it, but it didn't really get digested. It's more like it's somewhere within you. Perhaps the scariest part is the distinct feeling of something alien just around where your sternum is. Just under the surface. Your collective doesn't necessarily expand. It's more like your ties with specifically the Firebirds strengthens and feels just a little bit darker. At the moment, they are almost, how should I say, permanently visible to you. no matter where they are, you can just sort of see them. Before, you have like a vague sense of them, right? This is different. It's more like they are visible to you. How they're doing is a little clearer. You don't know HP or anything, but you can still sort of feel everything a little more intensely. In game, this just is represented by you can now see them exactly. You know exactly where they are at all times they are in your collective. It isn't a vague sense anymore. And you can sort of just tell their health status. Wounded, bloodied, close to death, is broken up a little more clearly. The more interesting thing that happens, though, and it happens to all of you, is Destiny kind of takes you all aside and explains that the shard that you've imbibed will begin to sort of change how you function. I'm going to show you what the magical item is. I might tweak this. These ones are like the generic abilities. Hold on. Yeah, let me do it the fun way. You all get these abilities, and since you are mages, I'm assuming you guys are spellcrafting, looking into this item at least somewhat. You get all the additional kind of metadata, if you will. You've gained access to a minor artifact. So, general abilities you all get. How this artifact continues to grow within you will probably change from person to person. Destiny explains to you. This item is Moribund Shard. It's a failed attempt at an item approaching a proper artifact. Regardless, its effects are tangible and quite useful, and it has a nice little effect of growing with you. A rather symbolic gift, I suppose, for such young students. You should have an instinctual understanding of how to use it, but if you have more questions, feel free to ask me, now or later. She just kind of looks at the three of you. She's gathered you up together for at least a little bit.
So that's what we ate? Broken, not quite magic artifact?
Something like that.
You knew it would be healthy to eat, right?
Of course I did. I would never give such blossoming young flowers a dangerous item to handle. And I would never hurt you. There's like flashbacks of you guys almost getting killed in the shadow plane flashing through your heads right now.
You knew if you screwed up, there's enough healers on campus to do anything.
My dear Blank, you wound me. She's just smiling at the three of you. Four of you.
Oh, we love guinea pig stuff.
You seem like the experimentalist types. And who knows? There might be something even more interesting at the end of your path to power. Especially if you have something like this in you. Oh, a quick note though. Might want to be careful if you ever go back to the Shadow Plane. This is not the most popular item there. Or, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. This is the most popular item there. And people might want to take it from you.
This is a replica of the most popular item.
That's not quite accurate.
Okay. Well, luckily, we didn't tell any of them our actual names or group names.
That's good. You didn't help the locals, correct?
No.
Define help.
Well, if I remember correctly, there was this giant shadow giant there. You didn't free her, perhaps, did you? Or help any of the citizens with their unusual requests?
I would say that there was some transactional events that occurred that I would not define as explicitly helping, but I cannot determine whether or not someone might benefit from our behaviors.
That's definitely a way of saying that. Just
There
so
was
you know.
extortion.
Oh, extortion's fine. Never mind. You're fine. You're completely fine.
Ooh, and we did assist some individuals and proceeding through the Pharasma-based journey of life.
Of course. You all seem like people who like guiding souls to Pharasma. You could be her worshippers even if you wanted to. None of you think she's hot, right?
I've seen her in person. Does she look like a bird?
Do you have a picture?
Do I have a picture for Pharasma? The goddess of death?
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, I do.
Let me see it.
She
Sure.
is one of the more known goddesses, as in I think she's literally the first.
Nothing wrong with an older woman.
Destiny looks like she wants. Oh my god. Destiny looks at you, Blake, like she really wants to talk some shit about Pharasma, but is not going to. And then she looks at you, Aether, and goes, "You just won't stop, will you?"
Pharasma is the first goddess of this universe, but Zon-Cathon divided himself to smuggle himself past the end of the universe.
Mm-hmm.
Which might make him technically the first.
Also, technically, there's, the end of everything, the giant god that's going to ruin the world, so,
Oh, and there is Rogavug, but if that thing's even a god or not is still none, other than it is the first fear of gods.
Does
Regardless.
she show the picture?
Yeah, regardless, and as she goes, "This is a picture of Pharasma," and she holds up a picture of Pharasma.
And Aether looks at it and says, "Wow, she's the third hottest girl I've seen today."
Cinnabar, Pharasma looks like a bird to you.
She is the
that's
embodiment of everything's death.
Yeah, she is actually. So Cinnabar, quick Pathfinder lore. She is the embodiment of everyone's death. So she looks like death to you. Like always feminine, always kind of same outfit, but whatever your race looks like is basically what she looks like. Or can look like is a better way of putting it, but regardless.
Is that bird wearing eyeliner?
Never seen an Assyrian goddess, have you?
Destiny puts away the picture. She hands it to you, Cinnabar. She says, "For safekeeping," and gives you a little wink. And says, "All right, well, did you have any questions about the magical item I just gave you, or?"
It gets stronger the stronger we are, and then stuff happens.
Pretty self-explanatory.
I really hope that whatever we the thing we gave you to get a hold of this, I hope you don't pull a bug professor on us.
Oh no, I'm not a sloppy as Karide. I mean, I would never do something so risky. Ever.
We'll hold you to it.
She gives you a smile, and with that, she bids you adieu with a bow and leaves the scene. You guys are you're doing classes. You're doing elective classes. You have a chance to do a quest or a task. as per normal during the downtime month. You can also do any other thing you want. You still haven't talked to the snake person. You have the quest from Aether. You also know Takulu wants to see you for the ceremony, but you're sure he'll find you if you don't find him now. So, kind of, what are you guys doing? This is just like an indescribable. This is a nondescript period of your downtime month.
So, my question is, this masking ceremony probably takes like 15 minutes. Is that going to take up our entire time slot for this indeterminate amount of time?
No. It is similar to crafting. It does not take up like a slot.
Okay. I'm going to go buy a mundane item, and then I want to do the masking ceremony. And then we can talk about what to do next.
What do we need to do for the ceremony?
You don't know.
Okay, so it's completely unknown.
It is. You have been told to not look into it. You could have if you wanted to. You can give me a knowledge local if you'd like. But you've been told not to look into it. It's supposed to be special. It's supposed to be very like intimate. That's about all most people know about it.
Who is it? Pratt hazing?
No, it's a pretty serious thing. It's a very serious thing, actually.
Are they gonna take one of the students and show them in a coffin in front of us?
After that, they stick swords in it, and if the student survives, they become a full wizard.
There's different ways to survive that in Pathfinder too.
Sure.
I mean, yeah.
But
Let's
okay.
do it.
Okay. Give me a second to find. I need really. Lance, can you help me out? Lance, buddy, friendo pal of me. I need something spiritual. Oh, God, I'm such a bad music DM. Something just really. I could do this. No, that's kind of too dark. Hold on. Give me like 20 seconds. Give me like 20 seconds.
How's that? It's pretty sad.
Oh, that's really good. Why the fuck do you have these musics? Anyway, yeah, that works. Do that. Okay. All right. So, the masking ceremony. This is going to be a little bit of everyone talking and explaining what they're doing, and me trying to kind of move things at a good pace. So, Takulu invites you to a, how should I say, workshop on campus, close by the Tireless Hall. The Tireless Hall is a place that the bugs attacked pretty viciously, but it has been nearly entirely repaired. He brings you into the workshop, and you all see, as per Magambia tradition, beautiful straw and wood building design. There are magical floating dancing lights softly illuminating the room in a warm glow. And the room is filled to the brim with different containers of cloths, beads, feathers, metals, all sorts of materials that one could do or one could use in the creation of a mask, or at the very least, to help one kind of aspire to what a mask should look like. In this room, you see actually probably a few other students. You see some of your fellow initiates. Essie, Habram, and Ankaroot are here currently. And they are all in the process of doing their mass. They're working with teachers currently. Takulu guides you to a section that's quiet and just for you. And he tells you that the mask that you make today is a representative not only of who you are as a person, but the shape and color personality of your soul. So I ask you now, please take some time to open these containers, fiddle a bit, and see what makes sense to you. See what type of mask you think fits who you are and who you want to be. And then he lets you off. So we will start bottom up. Cinnabar, do you have an idea for what type of mask you would like to make? Typically, animal ones are the common ones, but Chikulu also explains you can do objects of celestial importance or things that are more supernatural.
Good question. I kind of feel like I'm kind of locked into mask shapes based on the fact that I have a whole ass beak.
You could look to Cubone, just a skull.
That's pretty funny.
Honestly, is it just like a face mask, or are we able to add more onto it?
It is. It should be able to be worn across your face, but it is also something that can just be considered an accessory. It doesn't have to be super comfortable. A lot of people don't wear their mask; they'll just keep them on themselves, if that makes sense.
Okay. Then what I'm gonna do is try and make a mask that is pretty plain overall mask, but basically at the top of the mask, kind of like whether it be strings or feathers or whatever, kind of make a big billowing train that would go up, kind of like a veil that would go up over the head and down the back.
So, okay. So a simple mask with like a large veil that drapes over the top of your head onto your back?
Well, over the back of my head, down the back, things like that. Like, very ornate stuff added on to, like, weight the mask a bit.
Okay, cool.
Oh, that feels like a vibe.
Yeah. And if you change it a little bit, or you think of some adjustment, you can say it before you complete the mask. Blank, what about you? And I'm writing all of this down, by the way.
Okay, we'll start with a design like the top half of a dragon skull.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll line it with small bits of reflective and stained glass surfaces. So
Okay.
what color it looks like depends on what angle you're seeing it.
Okay. That's pretty cool. Okay. So like a dragon skull with like stained glass blotches or spots?
Yes. Yeah, like those like holographic little cards where you change what angle you change what you're looking at, but
Mhm.
like little scales.
I like that. Okay. Okay, that's really, really cool. I really, really like that. Okay, so you're kind of starting on that. And like you guys are like picking up the materials, and representatively, your characters are spending like 30 minutes just kind of fiddling, messing around with different shapes, different patterns, different designs. Aether, my friend, what type of mask are you making? What does it look like, or what does it represent?
It's a phoenix mask. And then attached is a lei, like a flower lei, made of a like fiery flower that starts out yellow in the center and becomes more red as you go further out.
Okay, I get you. So again, like a phoenix type mask, like the shape with a flower lei with like a fire, like an orange and red flower.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Takulu is watching all of you work very quietly. It probably takes you probably like around an hour just messing with the different items and materials and coming to this shape that you want to stick with. Takulu is there for guidance, but for the most part leaves you to your own devices. The other groups have dissipated by this point, and have already gone to the hall. Takulu says, if you are ready and you have your mask, I'm going to ask once more, is this the mask that you envision in your mind? And he looks towards all of you, awaiting an affirmation.
Yeah.
I mean, the limited amount of time we have to make it. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I've made the mask. Look in chat.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So, kind of lets you guys, says that to you. He tells you there is no rush. If you would like to spend days on this, you can. But if you are happy with what you have, and he looks at all of your kind of rough designs and he says, I think you will be. Let us move on to the Tireless Hall. And you guys move towards the auditorium. At this point, you are seeing a large crowd kind of funneling into the hall. Everyone is sitting down in their seats, probably like 100 people in here. And you see a line of students kind of hidden behind the curtains towards like the stage. Takulu guides you over, and you guys are kind of just in line waiting. And I want you to do me a little bit of a special favor here. This is going to be a really big ask. Let me say this like this. Who is here to support you? Completely separate from your friends? Are there any people separate from Magambia that are here to do this with you? To put into perspective, you knew that you were going to be doing it on this day. And invites would have gone out to some people. Whether they attend or not, you have no choice or no control over. But Aether, is there anyone from your family that's here?
Yes, his butler is here. The head of, like, the butler house, whatever.
Okay. Yeah, I got you. Blank?
No, like no one even knows she's here.
Yeah, got you. Cinnabar.
Cinnabar sent out some invites, but I don't know if any of them would bother actually coming because I don't think they necessarily. Maybe they would. Perhaps some priests from the monastery he grew up in.
Yeah. You kind of
Clerics,
all
I
look.
guess.
Yeah. Look into the crowd. You actually see a lot of people, Cinnabar, from your monastery there. Aether, you see your butler. You also see your father is here, and sitting amongst the crowd. Blank, there seems to be some people here that you do recognize, although they look just sort of like your friends that you grew up with and you hung out with for a long period of time in your youth. You don't know how they got the invitation here, but they are here. You guys all have kind of your mask, your rough draft, if you will. in hand, and Tukulu steps up onto stage. You see a clarion call spell go off, and he softly announces the following thing. He does a short speech. He says, "Today, you will make your first true mask. Each student's mask is an embodiment of their learning and a reminder of the idea that over time, people gain other names and faces. Although a mask is worn over the face, it is a reflection of who a person is underneath, as well as a visualization of who the person hopes to become. This person beneath a mask has flaws, as we all do, but they also have hopes, dreams, and memories that define them. Today, we shall work together to create your first mask, the expression of your spirit within. What you do with it is up to you." The ceremony itself will be in a few different parts. First, the initiates will come forward with their cohort and will begin, with the teacher's aid, a ritual to create one of these masks using the inspiration that you have created up until now. You will be molding it into its final shape, not only with your hands, but with your spirit. You will then hold your mask, meditating upon its meaning, as the rest of your cohort does so as well. And as you do so, the mask will take on its final, ultimate appearance. With that, you will don them, and that urn you see there, you will put your beads within, if you wish. You do not need to wear them any longer, if you would no longer like to, for with this mask, you are becoming a full attendant of Magambia. This will be your representation and your admission to the school properly. And then you see a number of cohorts go up, each group taking about half an hour to make their mask. They go through a similar process, more finely tuning, adding artistic creations and designs to their masks. They paint them, they embed the beads, they embed the metal pieces, whatever they're doing. You see masks that look like a rooster covered in water. You see another mask that looks like an elegant mouse. A mask that looks like a swirling black void. And finally, it is your time. You all step up to the center of the stage, and the teachers surround you and begin to chant a spell. You are working on the mask to finish it, but there's a moment when you sort of disconnect from your body. You don't see really anything happening. The people are gone. The chanting has diminished. You see each other in your mind's eye. And the masks that you have in your hands slowly begin to warp and change. They begin to look much like what you wanted them to, with slight imperfections and differences, maybe than your intended origin. Blank, your dragon mask has a scar across one of its eyes. Cinnabar, the feathers, while beautiful and overt, have different colors than you were expecting. Maybe not the exact ones you yourself would choose. Aether, your mask with the flower, takes on a color opposite to that of a phoenix, or more closely towards a red and blue type of design. And when you open your eyes, the mask is done. You feel a strange attachment to it. And you know, very deep down, that just a small fragment of your soul now resides within this mask. You only truly come back when you hear the roaring applause from everyone within the hall. And with that, you have become attendants of Magambia.
Yay.
Yeah, there's lots of little clapping and everything. It's very fun.
Clapping.
Yeah. As attendance, let me put this really quickly in the notes channel. You don't have, this is not like a hard and fast thing, but here are just a little bit of benefits of attendance. You know that people of higher ranks get more benefits, so it kind of starts out kind of simple. Um, also edit this later. Um, you guys all have about a few, like as long as you want to meet with your loved ones before Takulu explains some of the benefits of attendance. And we'll RP this out a little bit. Those notes are just like hard mechanics. Aether, your father is here. You finish your mask. Question, Aether, do you wear your mask or do you decide to put it aside or like on you somewhere?
I think he puts it on as a shoulder pauldron.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool. You approach your father. Your butler beckons you more so. He takes a step back as to let you two just talk for a brief moment. Your father looks you. Oh, look, it's Antonio. Oh, fuck, you missed like the best part. Aether, you see your father just kind of look at you up and down. And he's a bit taciturn. He says, "How have you been?"
Hey, Dad. Good. I'm making friends, learning how to use my magic a bit better.
Looks over you. He says, "Less scorch marks on your body, I see as well. I suppose your studies are going well."
I'm trying. How, things back home?
They're the same as ever. I continue to... He looks like he wants to say something, and then he stops. I figured it would be a good opportunity for me to see what your progress looked like.
And he just looks at his shoulder. I mean, I'm doing it, you know?
Your father... You think you see like a soft nod. He says, "It looks like you are." And your butler is like crying. Like there's like tears going down his face.
And Aether seems really awkward and doesn't really know what to say. Thanks for being here.
He takes an uncharacteristically long time to respond. He puts a hand on your shoulder and he says, "I am simply doing what a father must."
Aether nods stoically. Claps his butler on the shoulder. Walks away.
And we cut to blank. There are it's a mixed group actually of children, teenagers, and people like your age or maybe a little bit older. And you recognize all of these people. They are just an assortment of children forgotten by society, similar to you.
Vagabonds and urchins.
Yeah, just kind of random bits and just people who you've maybe had passing moments or bonds with. And you are approached by a single one, like kind of cutting through all the chatter. The children are just looking at like, "Whoa, how'd you do that? Can you cast spells now? Are you a wizard? Can you fly? Can you teleport? Can you go into like other dimensions? Can you fireball people?" Like just tons of questions getting shot at you.
I can do the teleport, but shortly, and I can do this. And she paradox theft to steal food from the mess hall. And offers it to them.
And they devour immediately. You notice that they all look very clean, cleaner than they've ever really looked before. And while definitely most of them are malnourished, they seem to be in pretty healthy spirits. And you're kind of wondering, if maybe the school might have helped them a bit. One person, an older woman, probably a little bit older than you, steps forward and says, just kind of kind of grasping your hands between her. She says, I am so proud. I don't know how you got here or how we really got here, to be honest with you. We got an invitation in the mail? Oh, yes, magic. Still not really sure how that works, but you're here and this is amazing. They fed the children, they fed me, they cleaned us up, and they told us you were here waiting for us.
Yeah,
Did
yes,
you-
They seem to be very good people.
They are. We weren't sure if you were ever coming back.
I wasn't sure if I was or either.
Well, you seem like you found a place to fit in here, so keep being you, I guess.
No, thank you, and good luck, and hope things go well for you.
I gives you a nod. Maybe the kids keep pounding your questions, and we move on to finally Cinnabar. Oh my Christ. You have a few people from the monastery here. One of the oldest ones looks down at you, or looks down. He's kind of towering above you. Looks down at you and says, "I see your magical studies have gone well."
I mean, yeah, I mean, you know, yeah. Didn't expect to actually see you guys here. Ooh.
Kind of looks around at everyone and says, "A particular assortment of people. Was that your cohort above you? The large shark man and the short kobold?"
Yeah, they're pretty cool. They do violence a lot, and I do my best to make sure that they don't get violenced on them. And it's a pretty good thing. It's working out. It's working out pretty good.
I see. The eyebrow raises. Demeanor is very controlled, very kind of calm. He says, "Well, the invitation was appreciated, although I do not know how intentional it was. Still, it is an interesting academy you have decided to attend."
It's a good place. They're good people, you know. They're maybe a little naive. Maybe they don't quite aren't quite prepared for bad things. But you know, they're good people.
Gives you a stoic nod and says, "We will be returning tonight. It is good to see you, Cinnabar."
I'm glad you're doing well. Your feathers look great. You know, they were getting patchy there for a little bit when you're molting, but they're back in full force.
You think you see some of the other brothers and sisters behind the leader just kind of like chuckle a little bit. And he says, "I see your tone and attitude have not changed much since you've departed us. How comforting." And they give you like a bow, and they are gone. You guys are all now level 6. Joshua says, "Yep, it's 6."
You almost said 7. I'll take 7.
Do I
You
hear-
guys are... Can't take it back! You can't take it back! Yeah, you guys are now level 6. And can upgrade or level yourselves up after the session. You can do it now during the session if you'd like. But yep, you're level 6. The masking ceremony concludes, and Takulu comes and finds you and says, "How are you all feeling?" Shut. Why? You got really robot-y there, buddy.
Why?
He looks. Why? He looks at you, Aether, for now. Aether and Cinnabar.
I don't know.
Did you enjoy the? Did you enjoy meeting your families and your friends? At least.
It's good to catch up,
Yeah. Yeah.
or at least good to know they're still breathing. I can't say we've really caught up.
Well, I don't remember most of their names, and several of them never had names other than nicknames. But they're alive and they're not starving, so that's good.
Okay, I may have been a little bit overzealous in inviting some people, but I'm happy your masks are created. Oh, remember, those have little bits of your soul in them. Be careful with enchanting them or losing them. That would be bad. But other than that, the ceremony is complete. Thank you for humoring me, and for becoming attendants. Technically, you should not be doing the work that you're doing outside of this school, but extenuating circumstances and all that.
Ooh, I wonder if we have that little destiny thing where 4 to 5 random people get stuck in very strange situations.
A bit, perhaps, but you're doing wonderful, all of you. I want you to know that even if you doubt yourself, if other people doubt you, I, Takulu At, am proud of you. I think you're wonderful.
Thanks, Teach.
He gives you a really genuine smile, and he gives you a big old hug, Aether. And Cinnabar. He kind of grabs all of you in like a big hug.
Hug his leg because I'm short.
Yeah. Antonio, I'm so sorry for ignoring you. Are you here, or are you just listening?
I am here. It
Sound kind of
it has
rough,
been-
buddy.
It has been a very rough 2 days.
Oh, you sick?
I got food poisoning from clam chowder. That I got from a coworker because I had never had clam chowder before.
Oh,
It
it's
was
a curse.
steak.
Never eat it.
It was surprisingly I liked it. But I don't think I'll ever eat it again.
Yep.
You know, it is weird how often clam does fuck everyone up. It's interesting.
Oh yeah, no, clam is really hard. Gets diseased really easy.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. I'm sorry that you're suffering.
You said food poisoning, and so there's something else too.
Oh, it's just food poisoning.
Oh.
Yeah. My bad.
The way you first expressed this, like they were 2 separate things going wrong.
It's just been a day.
I get you, man. I get you.
Okay.
Well, I'll have a little solo session for you to do the same thing I just did with them, just so that you get the
What?
full experience.
Yeah, just say he was sick for the original group meeting.
Yeah, Antonio got actually in a school full of mages that can cast heal and wish. Antonio got sick. Uh,
He has to get out of bed to ask someone to cure him.
it's very true. No one has infinite spell slots, so yeah.
My
And if he never
frail
left
bat.
this room, no one realizes he was sick.
My
What were you about to
frail
say?
bat's immunity.
Gotta get that con up, bro.
Hey,
Get
his
that
con is
corona.
kind of low.
Con is kind of low, man. Hey, it's sounding like a you problem. I'm joking. I'm joking. Let me stop.
And bats are total disease carriers.
Yeah, they are. They are really big disease carriers. But okay. Feel free to just listen. If you want to step in, you can say something, or you can message, or anything like that. Okay.
Sounds great.
Okay. Oh, and you're level 6, but we'll talk about it when you're feeling better. Okay. Believe that is the masking ceremony complete. Let me take a note of that really quickly so I don't forget that I did that. Sorry, why you got Robuddy again? What'd you say, buddy?
Oh, I said I don't remember what I get at 6, but maybe it's something.
6 is usually kind of a dead level for most people, for a lot of people. All right.
Maybe it's a hedge. Wait, hedge witch secret, maybe. No,
Yeah,
might
that
be
sounds
5.
right. That sounds right. I think it's like it's either every other level or every even level. I can't remember which.
Every level's a dead level when you're Aether Gatumbi.
Oh yeah, 6. I get a secret.
Oh, nice. Okay, I think it's every even level. But anyway, moving on. Story beat wise. You guys are done with the ceremony. You have time to do, to move in any direction that you'd like to move in. Yeah. What are you doing?
Like same day, or what do you mean?
Just within, doesn't have to be the same day. Within the a nondescript time. It can be the same day. It can be a day after, a week after. Doesn't matter. What are you guys doing for your like big task for the month? I guess if you want, like quest or thing you're doing.
Aether
the
wants to do
group
his quest.
Session.
You want to do his quest. Aether wants to do his quest. What about you, Blank? What about you, Cinnabar?
We can do his quest.
I'm okay doing the quest.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
You got no pushback on that at all. Okay.
Like we already did the combat challenge,
Yeah.
the tournament, and won.
You did. Oh, we can do that. Okay. Okay. So, you go back to the dwarven woman who I still have not gotten a photo for, which makes me really sad. I will try to get that at some point. My bad. You go back to the dwarven woman, the 4 of you, and you get back there and you say to them, or she looks at you, she says, I'm still, I got your, weapon made pretty well, but, I believe you still owe me a little task, don't you?
Yeah, swung here.
Great. I'm gonna be pretty direct with you. We've been having some, fires around campus. And
It's not me.
everyone turns and looks at Aether.
Not especially either.
The fires around campus have been increasing in frequency, specifically at nighttime. I'm sure Jonatimo has told you about this, right? At the conservants, he sent out messages about this.
Do we have any messages that we've been ignoring?
No! Fuck no, you don't. You have no idea who that person is. What do you say to her when she asks?
Nods.
Okay, yeah.
Who is that person?
I don't know. Shut up.
She says, so yes, like I said, you've heard of the fires on campus at the night. None of them have gotten bad. None of them have gotten to a point where the damage has been irreversible or hurt somebody. But
You don't know who's causing it.
No, I have an idea, but I don't want to make an assumption. And I need you to confirm this idea of who it is.
You need proof before you can escalate.
Basically, look, I'll be honest, this might be a little bit of a big ask for conservants, but I think I actually know nothing about you. What's your cohort name anyway?
The Firebirds?
Murder birds.
Okay, getting two different answers, so not building a lot of confidence.
It's the Flying Birds.
Practically, if he looks up the correct name, you know we're not actually in the proper rank.
Yeah, I guess I'll assume you're making a joke. Less jokes, more focus, but regardless.
We keep changing it. It's adjective birds.
Okay. Anyway, need you to figure out who's doing this. Confirm it.
Okay. And we are to take no action against individual or source. We are just to inform you so you may proceed.
No. Stop them. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is Magambia. You know we are more peacekeeping and aligned with dealing with things in a non-violent manner, but we don't want someone actually getting hurt. So if you do find someone who is doing this, or you find the person I'm thinking of who's doing this, and they are not willing to cooperate with you, send them to jail. Please, prefer you didn't kill them.
Kill them. Okay.
Not a good look. Looks at Aether's blood-stained claws. Looks up, says, I have a feeling that you're the one who does a lot of the fighting. Yeah?
He's the frontliner.
Which is why I'm going to very humbly request this item in advance payment. This sounds dangerous. I really would rather not die.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Ooh, you could do like a contract, so like to
27.
27. Hold on. She says, looking at you, kind of like stroking her chin. I'll tell you what. I am okay giving you this item now. Real quick, step out. Lance, did you give out just the one chain, or did you give out both chains?
Just the one, because Antonio has the other one.
Okay. Okay. Back into character. She says, all right, I'll give you the chain, but I'm going to need some collateral. Something that I know you aren't going to just run off with, so to say. I know you're a student here and everything, but is there someone that I can at least verify your reputation with, or something you can leave me as a show of good faith? So Antonio, you kind of offer the other chain. She looks at it, goes, oh, this is like as worthy as the other one. She thinks for a moment.
A paired set.
Yeah. She thinks for a moment and she says, all right, I'll take that. And she will hold on to the chain that Antonio has, and give you the chain, Lance, that has been reworked into the form that you wanted it to. I know what form it is. I'm just keeping it vague. And she says, "I'm here to answer any questions that might help with your investigation."
What is the listed time and location of each discovered fire?
So the fires have been happening at night. They've been happening random nights across the last 2 months, actually. And they have been kind of on walls and grassy areas. Yeah, they have been kind of all around. Not a super consistent time frame though. Oh, they did hit the lecture hall pretty recently. It got obviously fixed up, but I think they did leave something on the lecture hall written in fire. They said pay. Wait. Yeah, they said pay at the lecture hall.
Okay. Without naming names, since it appears you do not want to do that unless proof, what are the suspected abilities of the individual or group you think is responsible?
Fire mage, someone who can control magic. Very precisely to have made a word in fire magic, I would say.
All right. Well, in the case.
Okay. Well, get back to me when you finish. Okay.
Yep. And then we head out.
Yeah. What are you doing? You are on an investigation. What's happening?
I'm gonna do that thing that all face characters do and roll diplomacy to gather information.
Okay.
So add 3 to this. Total of 31.
31. Hold on for a second.
My fire. That's
Ooh, robot-y. Here, we'll resolve the 31, then we'll try and come back to what Y was saying. You're trying to gather information, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm trying to think of the best way to do this.
I guess I would start by asking about the, well, probably going and looking at, like, the residue of the message that was left, and then asking questions about the message.
Okay. So you see messages left at... So you hear, because all these messages have been fixed already by the school. Your diplomacy does reveal that there were 3 different words. One was burned into the lecture hall, one was burned into the dormitory, and the other one was burned into the laboratory, which I'm forgetting exactly where that is on the campus. But yeah, so 3 places. The words that were burned in was pay, which was at the lecture hall, debt, which is at the lab, and then your, which is at the dormitory. I'll give you like 2 more.
That's your pay. I wonder what they could be saying.
So yeah, use 3 words: debts, pay, your. Those are the 3 words that were burned most recently. You have another question if you'd like, or at least another 2 questions.
Maybe any expelled pyromancers recently?
Okay. Not pyromancer. You do actually gather that this woman that you got the quest from, she was wrong. This is not actually, based on your findings, created through fire magic. Can someone give me... You know that it is created through alchemy. Cinnabar, is there anyone who is at the door? I would say that's a
see
pretty...
those.
You see the
Like-
alchemy, you said?
No, but like would see the messages like first thing in the morning. Is there someone that has like an overlap in all three of those locations early morning that we can like find?
Not that you can find. Aether found the people who like would have seen it. And they aren't super. They didn't really see much, other than the damage and the flaming words. But like I said, Aether, you find out wasn't magic, was alchemy.
Can we determine what kind of alchemy?
Yeah, give me a craft alchemy.
That was a bad roll.
You have a group bottle cap for the session if you want, or you can use one of your personal bottle caps.
Alright, 1 sec. Alright, I'm gonna use it again. There. Bottle capped it.
All right. The alchemical residue is highly refined gel that reacts at high temperatures. It seems pretty specific. You don't think this is a common like gel or residue, to be perfectly honest with you. This is probably something that was... we'll just say it's not common. It's not something you can really buy anywhere, we'll say. I think you have one more question, Aether.
Probably... something relating to the debt portion. I'm trying to think of how to ask. Are there any, like... are there any gangs or whatever that this would be a common way of intimidating?
That's a good question. Can you give me a second to think about how to respond to that? Hold on.
Sure, I'll keep leveling up.
There is not a gang that is well known for that type of stuff. There is, trying to think. There is someone who has caused trouble in the past, in a similar manner. Not like this, but kind of in the same realm. Their name was, hold on. Actually, you are not getting their name. You only know that they are somewhere located in Nantambu. You keep getting the name of a place called Firepot Forge. And people don't really remember the name of the person. They just said that they were kind of like a pyromaniac back in the day. But yeah. Don't know their name. People just aren't remembering. It was a while ago. Let me also answer, Cinnabar. I messed up the response to your question. There actually was something that people saw. Give me a Cinnabar specifically. Give me a diplomacy check, if you will, my friend.
Oof.
Okay. You know it was a man that people saw. You have no further description of that. Just a man.
Well, that's vague.
Yep, that was seen near the sites of the fires.
That'd be useful with humans, but once you start introducing other races,
Yeah. That's about all you have right now. What other question? You can either ask more questions, you can try and look into that fire pot forge place. What are you doing? No rush.
It seems like we should figure out more about that location.
Yeah.
ooh, when was the most recent fire?
A few nights ago.
Okay, yep, outside of time site range, so that's not good there. Wait, no, let me see if my time has changed.
Oh, interesting. That's how that works. Cool.
Yep. Yep, I don't get a boost until 8th level, and I can only boost to 6th level unless I can purchase. Oh, I could. Question for the group: do you want me to spend money to get a rod of +1 time?
Sure,
make
isn't
you
that
one.
your thing?
Yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, if it's your main thing, it's like me getting a +1 weapon, innit?
Let me see.
If it's wondrous, I make it for half price.
It's rod.
It's
Or implement.
It's implement, which is I think I count that
Rod.
as. Do I count that as craft weapons? And
Yeah, it's staffs, which is it's a staffs.
I thought I.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh yeah, +1 is only base 2,000 gold.
No, not super expensive.
Because with a +1, my caster level moves to 7. Then I use my arcane power pool to move it to 8. And guess what happens to pass sight at 8?
It goes to days or something.
It goes to days.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, would you like to would you okay, so I'll mark off 2,000 gold because you don't, I think, have craft staff at the moment, do you?
Not yet.
Okay, then I'll mark off the full price for +1 weapon. I don't know which tab I have. Roll 20 on. There it is. Okay. Yep, so I'll mark off. I'll get it my +1 weapon. +1 implement of time. -2. I'm gonna make it an hourglass.
That's cool. I like that.
Oh, hey, let's go to the most recent fire site.
Mm-hmm.
Past site. What's happened in the last month at that
so-
location?
You see a number of nighttime orgies, some drug deals, Cheshire included in both the drug deals and the orgies. And then
Fits
most recently, you see a very clear image of a middle-aged man, human, wearing patchy leathers. And you get all senses in past sight, right? Or just
My
Sight.
normal senses.
Okay. This middle-aged human man, wearing patchy leathers, reeked of sulfur, a very strong smell of sulfur, and you can see him like placing the alchemical residue in the shape that he wants it to burn in, and then activating it with a very basic magical spell, like a very, very basic, just like, you know, prestidigitation essentially.
Okay. Now let's get to the blacksmith lady and confirm, is that the person you're looking for?
Okay. No, but I think you can use your senses while you're in his pass sight, right?
I just shared.
Yeah, because he's sharing the ability. He's taking you with him into the pass sight, so you would have your senses. Yes. It's not just him in the sight, and he's like passing it to you. Strange as that sounds. He's covered up pretty well. All the information I just gave you is basically all you're seeing.
Okay. So it's a male human with patchy leathers using alchemic methods.
Yeah, basically. You go back over to the blacksmith lady.
And I
She's
take
smithing
her
away.
and says, does that look like your suspect?
She looks at it, and kind of addresses you guys as a group. She says, "Ah, fuck. Yeah, it's who I thought. You've heard of Firepot Forge? Any of you?
Yeah.
Yes, that was one of our potential leads.
Yeah. So there's a guy who runs that place, Ubanu, Ubanu. He was someone who was very gifted with alchemy and a little bit of magic, smithing too, actually. That's why I know him. He kept trying to get into the school, never got into the school. I don't know why. He was pretty known to be hot-tempered, no pun intended, and never quite fit the values that Magambia tries to, live up to. Anyway, he runs Firepot Forge outside of town, like outside of Nantambu, not just Magambia. Sounds like it's probably relating to him. I don't know, maybe he has like an apprentice or something who wants to get revenge for him. If anything, he might know where you can find the alchemical residue.
Okay. So, speak to him, don't be confrontational.
Yeah, he's probably, again, not a very friendly person, so, keep that in mind. Yep. And with that, you are...
No. Bad.
Hmm? Oh, you're talking
Sorry,
to the dog. You're fine. That was actually really fun. Yep, you have the information you need. Firepot's Forge. Looking on a map, it's pretty easy to find where that is. And you can make your way there probably within, like, a few hours, to be perfectly honest with you. Are you going straight there? You doing something else? Trying to get more information? What's going on?
We could probably just go straight there.
Okay. Totally fine.
Ooh, does he make a sketch of the guy?
Yeah. Does he even have a picture? Hold on.
Like, he's covered in leathers, so... But we can make a sketch of, like, his effective height using math based on his shadow to find his height.
Yeah, I mean, you guys kind of have an idea of his build and frame. Again, you have just no... there's no picture, really, that you can point to. But yeah, you have his build, his frame, and you can just head there. Give me like one moment. You're killing me, Roll20. You're killing me. Damn. Yeah. Heading there to Nantambu, you reach. Give me one moment. I'm just reading something and trying to get Roll20 to not hate me. Okay. So he is located. If we go to a new map, this is the city of Nantambu. Kind of a essential place for the entire rest of the game, but specifically Book 2. Firepot's Forge is actually... Thank you, game. I love you doing that so much. Firepot's Forge is actually completely on outside of map towards the northeast. Give me like 1 second. I have to do this. This. Yep.
I just want you to know everything is spoiled for me and the session's been ruined.
I hate you so much. I hate you so much. I'm struggling as Roll20 just doesn't want to work with me at all.
We love
sorry
Roll20 for that, though. It gives
Yeah.
it, spunk.
Spunk gives it personality, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, thank Christ. That took forever. Alright. Hold up. I'm gonna move you to the map. Because of course there's a map. Getting here is kind of a pain in the ass. You have to approach via a, honestly, kind of like a cave, like off of the water. Firepot's Forge is sort of baked into a cave. Kind of a naturally defendable location, to be perfectly honest with you. Here you go. This is what the map looks like. You guys have methods of swimming or flying, correct?
Yeah, swimming.
I know how to swim.
Okay, perfect. You're able to, you don't have to swim for very long. You're able to swim here relatively easily. It's only probably like a minute swim. It's a little uncomfortable. You think there might be another entrance that is just more approachable by boat or something else. You're not even really swimming. You're just walking through very deep water for a little bit. Anyway, besides the point. You are here. It is a cliffside cave. It has a sign hanging from the top of the cave's entrance that very simply says, Firepot's Forge. Let me see. It's at the bottom of Riverside Cliff. There is a little bit of swimming that leads to a path that winds down the cliff until it fans out into a large open shore. You see a campfire as well as a few shoddily built huts. You're seeing these huts right here. It's the one, Joshua, right there, and another one right here. I guess I'll say they're actually just open at the moment. And you're at the entrance. There are a variety of weapons and alchemical goods on display. Hold on, just making sure. Do I have everything? At the entrance, you see 4 minotaurs.
What the hell?
They are currently moving equipment around, and kind of just doing various work on the wares that Firepot has assumedly made. They How are you? You see them before they see you. They are just at work. They're not doing anything of particular, how should I say, distaste. They are just existing. What you doing?
This is like a normal operating business, right?
Yeah, this is like a norm. Yeah, 100%.
Okay, I'll just walk up.
Okay. You walk up to the Minotaurs. I assume everyone is walking up. I'm just asking. I don't want to assume.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm going to
Minotaurs-
ride on Aether's shoulder, so I'm not physically walking.
Okay. As long as Aether's fine with that, sure, whatever.
Sure, man.
Tiny.
Sure, man. Okay, you approach the Minotaurs. They see you approaching, and they don't look mad, but definitely a little bit on guard. They all kind of place down their like various equipment they're carrying and turn to face you. They don't say anything. They're just looking at you.
Hey, what's up, bruv? Looking for a fella. Works here, I think. Ubanu?
Yes, Ubanu is the one who makes the alchemical items and weapons here. Do you wish to buy some from him?
Yeah. Is he in?
Ubanu is currently working on weapons. He's unavailable currently. If you wish to buy weapons, you will have to come back at a separate time.
When's he usually available?
Can we browse?
Looks at you for Cinnabar and says, "You may browse the wares. Do not touch anything." Looks towards you, Aether, and says, "I do not have to answer that question."
Aether raises an eyebrow. I'm trying to buy stuff, mate. What the hell? Do you not want me to buy stuff?
Give me a what's a make you feel bad check? I'm trying to think. Give me an intimidate check,
Diplomacy?
actually. Diplomacy? I'm actually gonna say intimidate, but like in a Karen way.
Okay, +3.
Plus
I'll
3.
re-roll it.
Okay. Damn. Let me also
And the
put-
Karen energy.
He's bringing the Karen. Yeah, Lance, give me Aether's best Karen, real quick.
Look, mate, I don't want to be that guy, but if I've got to see your manager, let me see your fucking manager, eh?
I aid. I stare at them.
Yeah, the little kobold on your shoulder is bead bugging them. They kind of like look at each other and they say, "My apologies. Master Ubanu should be available in about an hour or two. He sometimes gets lost in his work and does not come out for many hours. Interrupting him may cause, how should I say, explosion of anger."
Okay. Can you show us around and have any refreshments while we wait?
We do not have refreshments besides water, and you are not allowed into the deeper parts of this forge.
Alright.
Can I look at your stock of alchemical supplies?
That would be acceptable. What are you about to say, Aether, before I say the next thing?
I was just gonna ask, well, first, out of character, what time of day is it?
Midday. Probably around, 1.
Alright, so we could go and have a bite and come back, I guess.
That would be acceptable. And then he looks at you, Cinnabar, and what did you say, Cinnabar?
Oh, I wanted to browse the stock, and specifically, I do want to look to see if there's anything interesting, like anything that would be weird for a man on the ocean that is difficult to reach far away might have that. It's like, how do you get this? There's no market for that.
Okay. Give me a craft alchemy check. Okay. You see a number of generic alchemical items, things to start fires, things that would act as sealants. You see some more advanced alchemical things like potions of water breathing, potions of all sorts of like useful, nice buffs, ant halls to make you stronger, as well as some general like strength potions. Like any common like second level or below potion you can probably find here. He has a very good stock. Not a lot of any one potion, but like you could find one of almost any second level or below spell. In terms of just more pure mundane alchemical things, you find on the weird side a a bag full of powder that if ignited properly would basically cause the bag to like almost like supernaturally overheat and act as like thermite. Like you could use it to melt through something like a locker or whatever. And then you see a very familiar alchemical item that can be used to like as a gel, can basically be put on something and then ignited later and burns for a long time and in a somewhat controlled manner. Looks very, very
Arson
similar.
gel.
Yeah, you see the arson gel.
How much is it? How expensive are these?
Like 200 a pop, 200 gold pieces a pop.
Damn.
Dude, alchemy is really expensive. It's really expensive. Every one would be useful for like, you could get a lot out of one use, but it's pretty expensive. It's more of it's like a premium item.
Weird question. Do they seem open to swapsies?
Like you give them an alchemical item, they give you one.
Because I do have 2,750 gold pieces worth of alchemical reagents.
Yeah, you could probably trade that with these people specifically.
Could I swap for the bag of thermite and a bag of the gel?
Give me is anyone helping you in this haggle, or are you just going for it? Actually, give me a craft alchemy to haggle.
Oof.
Okay. I'll say
That's all.
they'll give you 2 bags of the thermite and 1 usage of the gel, the ignitable gel, for 500 gold pieces of alchemical items. 400. My bad.
400? I'll do it.
400. Okay, you trade it. Yep, you got alchemical thermite, two pops of alchemical thermite, 1 pop of like flammable gel, extremely long-lasting flammable gel. And they say, if you would like to return in an hour, feel free to do so. We will let Master know that you are coming back.
Alright, thanks, mates. We'll be back. Y'all want anything to eat?
I would like a sandwich. No meat, please. No beef.
Fuck yeah, alright. Aether pulls out a pen, and like a notepad. Anyone else?
I would like a vodka cake with lemon. Another one goes, oh, I would love a Caesar salad.
Yeah.
Last one, the one you've been talking to mainly goes, I suppose if these fools will also be getting something. Blackened salmon with a ranch seasoning would be excellent.
Oh, god damn. Alright. I'll be back.
Yeah. You disappear. You come back. We cut to you coming back with all the food. The Minotaurs are chilling. They're vibing.
I imagine we just make small talk. Like, so obviously this is what you do for work. What do you like to do outside of work? You know, how is this guy as a boss? Just like normal shit.
Okay. Give me a general diplomacy check, my guy.
I'm gonna petition for a +2 for the masterwork food that I've provided.
Sure, that's fair. That's so fair. That's so
Alright,
fair.
add 5 to this. 29.
Damn. Yeah, they actually get along with you. They're kind of brutish thugs. They are a little, yeah. The talent of poison food, the most overpowered ability in the game, because everyone's gonna eat your food. They are pretty brutish. 3 of them are like actively trying to start shit with you. And the one that was talking to you is probably the friendliest one. He's like dead set neutral. They seem to like Obanu. They tell you he pays very, very well. Like, very well. He doesn't question us on what we're doing or tell us that wonder if we're gonna hurt him. Otherwise, he gives us work that keeps us strong, and he teaches us how to forge a little bit as well. He is a good boss, as long as he's in a good mood. If he's in a bad mood, he's difficult to deal with, to say the least.
Yeah. I've had shitty
He
bosses
can-
too.
He's one of the better bosses we've had. Me and my 3 friends here are not in fact friends. We are... We are, 4... I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
We are 4... 4 identical Minotaur lovers. We've been with each other for about 5 years now. It's been wonderful.
Am I hearing polycule?
Yes, a polycule of sorts. It has been
That's pretty cool, mate.
difficult to... That's pretty cool! And then you roll a flop! It has been difficult to find a job that is accommodating to our needs, but this has been a particularly positive change. So
Now-
we look at him with friendliness.
You may all look the same, but I can tell you there in the back, munching on that Caesar salad, you've got a heart of gold.
Yes.
He
He's
smiles.
also eating the Caesar salad because he's the bottom, but yes, he
Yeah.
does have a heart of gold.
Typical bottom, heart of gold.
Can't have anything spicy, can he?
No, nothing spicy. It wouldn't go well. Wouldn't go well for any of us, to be perfectly honest with you. Oh, we do have a resistance to fire, by the way, for working in this forge, so that also is not particularly good.
Aether takes notes.
I think Ubanu is in a better mood now. Would you like to meet him?
Yeah, yeah. Shit, I didn't
Okay.
bring him anything.
It's okay. He's not hungry. He has his own amounts of food, I suppose. Okay. You watch the nicest Minotaur go to the back through the doors. Comes back about 5 minutes later with a... What does Ubano look like? Ubano is a short human man. Middle-aged, looks to be around like maybe in his like 40s. He has scorch marks all across his body. And you can't tell if his like facial hair is actually black or if that's gunpowder. And various other like residues. He is missing a few fingers here and there, a few toes as well. And an eyeball. He just has one eye. He does have an eye patch holding off the other one. It's just a vacant hole. That's it. Walks over with a bit of a limp to you. The Minotaur imposing, like walking behind him. And Ubanu looks at the 4 of you with not scorn, but just extreme a sort of intensity, a sort of natural dislike, if you will. And he says, "What you want?"
Couple things actually, mate. First here, my friend, and I pat you, Cinnabar, on the shoulder, and you suddenly feel your chest burn as I mark you. My friend here is an alchemist, and I believe he wants to purchase some wares or perhaps any Aether looks at you, Cinnabar, maybe collaborate on a project?
Yeah, I'm working on making a poison that makes the blood turn into fire. And I was looking at your wares out there, and you did seem like you have some flammable types of alchemy that would be difficult to maintain otherwise in a less wet environment.
What'd you make? Show me item now.
I'm gonna whip out hemophilic poison. This is the base. I'm still working on turning this into making someone turn into blood.
He puts over a hand with only 3 fingers on it. He goes, gimme.
Is this guy a human?
Yep.
I give him.
Okay.
Okay. He grabs it, he sniffs it, he licks it, he coughs up some blood. And then he looks at it from various angles, gives it back to you and says, "This interesting. I like."
Oh.
You want collab?
Yeah, I feel like that could be a fun social thing to do. I'm looking to learn a lot.
Thanks for a moment. You guys give me like a combined diplomacy check, both of you. Specifically, Cinnabar and...
Nope. Nope. Just me, because I marked him. Haha, get fucked.
You're funny. You're a funny
Do
guy.
we have that group bottle cap? Or did you
We
use that
already used
earlier?
it.
Cinnabar, you use that one?
Yeah, that one got used much earlier today.
I used mine.
Oh, you used
Oh.
yours?
Okay.
Yeah, I have bottle caps.
I'll use the group
Okay.
for this then, since the session's basically over.
And you're the one who gets the least bottle caps.
True. Very, very true. 29.
Yo, why is really trying to start some shit with me, bro? 20 what?
29.
He says, I like your grit. I like your friend. I will agree to this particular endeavor. Come back in a few days. We shall work on alchemy that makes everyone burn and bleed. But consensually.
Well, yeah, sort of consensually.
Do you need something else?
Well, it's pretty popular where I'm from, in Aether Gestures. Here, when a business partnership is brokered, that you take the new business partner out to dinner. So we'd like to offer to take you out to dinner. My treat, of course.
Looks at the food that the rest of the Minotaurs are eating. The nice Minotaur says, the food he got is pretty good. I haven't been out to eat with people in a long time. This seems lovely. I'll be ready in 5 minutes. He goes to the back.
Hell yeah, we got him right where we want him.
He's ready in exact... And when I say 5 minutes, I mean exactly 300 seconds. He is ready. He walks out. He is in a beautiful red and orange, like kind of like almost like monk robe, sort of, with like a white shirt underneath, brown pants, brown boots. They look immaculate. And he has a few rings on his still remaining fingers. And he says, I'm hungry. Let's go.
You said he wouldn't be! And he turns and looks at the Minotaur.
The Minotaur just kind of shrugs and says, I thought he wouldn't be. And Urbano says, it's fine. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
and that's where we're at the session.
Yep, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's where we're at the session. All right, that'll be the end of that next session.